Orlando ta, laban Detroit. Detroit versus Orlando. Si Quinta. Dito sa Orlando.
We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons.
Go Orlando.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Now we're starting group for Orlando.
Go.
Is Fultz and Sons. Carter out there with Muhammad Bamba. And it's Wagner in its small forward. And for Detroit, Bay and Grant forward. Cunningham is out there with Joseph. And it's Bagley in the zone locking down the middle. Should be very tactical.
Apa 6 minutes? 3 minutes per quarter lang man. Pas-pas mo man.
They can strategize in their heads.
Guys again. There you go. Good shot.
I ain't gonna let you down.
Nice.
Good shot.
Pocket 6.
Green team. Green team.
Went out. Next buy-in. Let's go.
4 for 4.
Yeah, that was big.
Good shot. Wow.
Corner.
We here.
Good take, Chris.
Go Wiggins. All right, we're down by 1 point. You're heading into the fourth.
All right, we got this. We got to lock in one more quarter.
Go Wiggins, go. Go Wiggins, go. No foul. These refs are paid off, man.
Outside, Brown.
That's a good shot. Let's go. I should have saw you. Okay, we got this.
Yeah, there you go, Dennis.
Time is so good.
Come on, get in there.
God's blessings.
I already think he's slick. He's trying to get these 1 and 3s now.
Let's go. Let's go. Yes.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Fultz and Sons are the 1 and the 2. Wendell Carter is out there with Mo Bamba, and it's Wagner in at the 3. And for Detroit, Bay and Grant make up the forward pair. Corey Joseph out there with Cunningham, and it's Bagley in
Let's
the
go,
center position.
Orlando.
Nothing more exciting
Gamitin Magic sila, Magica.
How pumped to these players right now?
Oh, they are so pumped indeed. I mean, look, the offseason can be a long one, but every player loves when the games really start to count.
Now here's Fultz. Wagner with it. Check by Bagley. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Fultz. No look on that one. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Bay outside. Outside Bagley.
Nice D. Nice Suggs.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Looking at the talent is evident. A big man, he can go out and get you a double-double any night. Plays with just an infectious energy, too.
Here's Cunningham following the bucket by the Magic. 1:49 left in the first quarter.
Nice D. Tagas kayo na. Duha kasi mid-puter na. Unal.
Now here's Wagner. He's covered by Bay. And
Franz
Wagner. When it comes to Bagley, one question mark I have is his health. And if he might be injury prone, Grant.
Well, the good news, BA, for him is that he's young. Hopefully he's able to shake off these nagging injuries. Let's face it, the more he's on the court, the more confidence he'll gain.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Inside,
nice.
here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Rebound by the Magic.
Nice, Suggs.
Here's Suggs. 51 seconds left in the first. And here's Wagner. Back to Fultz. Three-pointer. That one no good. The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 to start. Here's Cunningham. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Boy, that's a beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Outside Fultz. The three from Suggs. And Cunningham pulls it down. Pass to Bay. Now Bagley. Over Bob.
Nice D.
No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Magic. They're up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Amadou Diallo out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Frank Jackson. Then there's Hayes. And it's Olynyk in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. And Doris, looking at Cole Anthony, the potential he has is exciting.
Nice, Cole Anthony.
A little bit of everything.
That's right. And the energy he provides, that's huge to a team. And it doesn't matter if he's in the starting lineup, if he's coming off the bench. His instinct is, I am going to make an impact.
So it's Detroit now, following the bucket by the Magic. Isaac against Stewart. Pass to Diallo.
Nice D, nice D. Wala.
The shot.
Nice, Lopez.
Oh, great D that time from Isaac. And keeping us updated from the sideline.
Nice one.
Last season, after what was dubbed a historic wave of injuries, the Magic decided it was time to hit the reset button, trading away their veterans for picks and for prospects. This will take some patience.
Nice
but the
D.
front office feels this different path affords them more upside to contend moving forward. Guys?
You know, Allie, that's an excellent point. Something to keep an eye on. Now here's Anthony. 1:36 left to play in the first half of basketball. And it's blocked. Cross for 3. Offensive rebound. Lopez. They shoot again. And it's good on the layup.
Boy, just always aggressive under the rim. Robin Lopez earning his keep tonight.
Now here's Hayes. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Olynyk. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
The fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up was remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
Orlando calls timeout.
All right. Look who's coming on to the court. Come on.
Control for the Pistons. Grant's checked in for Stewart. Bay comes in for Diallo. And Joseph is subbed in for Hayes. Pass to Bamba.
Nice.
The drive. And Bamba finishing strong.
This is an important ability for Mo Bamba to have, right? Score on the move. Put it on the deck. Make sure you take advantage of all that length on the drive.
Here's Joseph. And the goal will be against Mo Bamba. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
For the Pistons, Bagley comes in for Olynyk. And Cunningham subbed in for Jackson. And here in the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Back to Joseph. Soft touch off the glass.
Corey Joseph does not lack for confidence on the interior. Don't let the size fool you. The frame, the game, it's all there.
Anthony with it. Driving to the basket. And Anthony slams it in.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now here's Bagley. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Can't get it to fall.
Lopez.
That'll do it for the first half. It's the Magic. They lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Penny. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Pistons trailing. On the court for Orlando, Fultz and Suggs are the 1 and the 2. Mo Bamba out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Suggs. Here's Carter. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Cunningham.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the money.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Cunningham. After the basket by Orlando. With the teardrop.
Nicely, Bamba.
Here's Bagley. Some solid defense from Bamba.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Back to Fultz. That one doesn't drop. And it's Detroit the other way. There's always been a lot of talk about Markelle Fultz's shooting. But Grant, one sign as to the strides he's made in his first few years in the league was the upward trend in his free throw shooting.
And when you see that kind of improvement, BA, it speaks to the work he's put in. You don't become a great free throw shooter by accident. It takes time and effort, and Fultz put in plenty of work.
The three from Suggs. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Suggs has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively, they could really use a basket.
Here's Grant. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. 4 on the clock. Count it. Hayes got his first points of the night. The Magic have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. 44 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Bamba. Here's Suggs from behind the arc. And again, hits Orlando with a 3.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Here's Cunningham. Bay outside. Over Suggs. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Magic. They lead by 14. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. It's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Inside, Grant and Olynyk. Frank Jackson out there with Hayes. And it's Diallo in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Carter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Bamba's checked in for Isaac. Pass to Graham. Back to Hayes. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Wagner. Back to Fultz. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. An outstanding defensive play to earn the 1 block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting strong with plays like that.
Hayes against Fultz.
Wala, kita nga ito sa ilaga.
Hayes inside. Ooh, nice D from Fultz. Well, Orlando's shooting is
good.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to Bamba from deep. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists in the game.
Basta wala yung nagakuha. Ako, wala ko gakapi. Out na ko daan ras yung 2. Ayaw, di ko yung pasarili. Kaya, di ko nagkakapi. Wala na ako masulti.
If you analyze the situation, the rice cooker was there earlier, right? So if it fell down, went to your wire.
Dali mo masangil.
Case closed.
Case closed.
I'm the best. And I'm just convinced, you know, these fellas, I dare to challenge me with this somewhat primitive thing. They're just as good as
Ay, kita sabi ada. Kaya mo, mali mo team to, boy. Visit mo na to, boy. Grabe. Lugi, bye-bye. Grito. Gigi. Yawaan ito ay. Bullshit mo mundo ay. Lugi pa siguro ka na pala damay. Puro mga... Antonio?
foul dogs for 2
Good
fouls.
take, Danny. Good take.
Wow.
Tight game. Tight game.
Here's Tagum. Oh, Green with a block.
A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Today's NBA is truly a skill game. 1 through 5. One team executive said there is a high threshold on big men right now. The big has to do it all. Another said top bigs must have a diverse skill set. Ball handling, shooting.
Changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. And the starting group for the Spurs. McDermott in at the forward with Johnson as the other. Then there's Murray. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Vassell in at the 2 guard. And for Orlando, guard set is Fultz and Suggs. Carter out there with Wagner. And it's Bamba in at the 5 down low. Now here's McDermott. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Suggs. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
Now, here's Wagner. After the miss from Doug McDermott. Inside, Bamba dishes to Carter. Here's Fultz. And a miss there on the triple. Here's McDermott.
Nice, Bronx.
And it's Wagner with the rebound.
You will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And it's Suggs missing. The Spurs have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Murray outside. Over Carter. Here's Vassell. Pass to Johnson. Bamba with the block.
Great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. The pass to Bamba. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. On offense, here are the Spurs. Looking for the first basket of the game. Murray, good.
You know, that's one thing, guys, Murray's never afraid to do. Lean in, draw contact, put the defender in a bind.
Now here's Fultz. And now the first timeout call here for the Magic.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
So a new club on the floor for Orlando. And the Spurs with some changes. Ross kicks to Harris. Here's Isaac. Out to Anthony. It's hauled in by Richardson. To the inside. This is it to Primo. From deep. The shot misses. There's the buzzer, and not much scoring at all through the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Isaac. Gary Harris is out there with Anthony. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Police.
It's good.
Good.
Lopez has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Orlando. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. Pass to Bates-Diop. Collins against Anthony. By Collins, good. On offense, here are the Magic. Isaac with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Attack daw, Lupis daw. Attack ba?
Walker against Anthony.
Pasti
Pass to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Anthony. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Spurs. Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is
Sa akin po.
a story about your son playing hoops growing up.
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. That's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. And the pass to Murray. It's stolen by Fultz. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. The Magic again can hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hurdle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in. Now here's Fultz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And good that time.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Vassell. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. And it's sent back by Carter.
Wendell Carter Jr. at 6'11", able to use his great length to get the block right there. Impressive.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Robin Lopez is checked in for Wendell Carter. Terrence Ross comes in for Wagner. Gary Harris is checked in for Suggs. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz. Isaac passes to Anthony. Fires from 18. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Magic leading by just 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Greg Popovich popping a close.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot. And Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that The game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, the 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2. Here's Vassell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. McDermott for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes to Fultz. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Carter. Hits the
nice, Carter.
Carter's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
Carter did this against high-level college competition, consistently showcased the ability to score efficiently.
Murray, the pass to Carter. And Orlando the other way.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And nice, Casas.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Walker's checked in for Vassell. So it's San Antonio now. It's a 5-point game. Walker finds Murray. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Murray's got those rush hour handles, boy. It's so much fun seeing him pull off those tricky moves like this.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your court.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Robin Lopez is checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Carter. Ross is checked in for Wagner. And it's Gary Harris in for Suggs. San Antonio also making some changes. Bates Diop's checked in. And Josh Richardson subbed in for McDermott. Now here's Isaac. No points in the game yet for him. No good from Ross. Johnson against Isaac. Bates Diop, the pass to Walker. Spurs passing it around. Richardson outside. Pocket 6. He's looking for Isaac and finds him.
Nice
Isaac
stop.
with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Fultz. To the paint.
Nice.
And Isaac throws it down.
Boy, moving the ball with purpose there. Fultz has tremendous offensive potential, and we're seeing him put it all together now.
Murray looking around. Over Fultz. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket for Murray.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Magic lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Isaac and Carter manning the post position. Guard set is Fultz and Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now, here's Isaac. It's only a few seconds into the shot clock. Isaac's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Orlando. And Walker kicks to Pirtle. Pass to McDermott. Outside, Walker. Pass to Johnson. Down low. It's tipped. Here's McDermott.
Isaac with some nice deep. Orlando leading by 5. On the wing, Isaac. And then Carter with the dunk.
He doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but Isaac is a willing passer, and I think he's going to continue to grow in that area.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Bombas checked in for the Magic. The Spurs also changing it up. Vassell comes in for Richardson. And Murray subbed in for Lonnie Walker. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg
Mahala sa iyo
really
yun.
had some strong advice for his team.
SD Paul.
He told his guys,
Good.
the inside game is
Yeah.
working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Suggs. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. And that one's good, Suggs.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead has cut that down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there for Murray. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Wagner. Here is Carter. Rebound by Johnson.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Vassell, the pass to Purdy. Now here's Murray. Driving in.
His game continuing to evolve, guys, and shots like this prove Murray is the real deal.
Now Suggs. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's Johnson.
Young Paula.
No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was done. Here's Suggs. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And he commits the intentional foul.
His first, second team foul. At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs, taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and
Kuha ka na, sakahe gago.
McDermott finds Murray. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, the early goings of Markelle Fultz's career have been hampered by injury, but he always comes back stronger and ready to play hard. Very impressive. And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
$15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. And it's off from 3-point range. And they go to the intentional foul.
His first, 4th team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 or 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Murray with it. No good.
That was a foul.
Yes, let's go.
And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action. Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it. Away.
Hey, Brian. In Julius Randle's 7th NBA season, he became an all-star. He said, I've been through a lot in the NBA.
Oh, great story.
Pinas na siya.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup.
Kaya nagkalaban na duha naman sila.
Julius at center. Brandon Ingram out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. And for New York, Barrett plays the small forward with Randle in at the 4. Derrick Rose is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Robinson in at the center position, locking down the middle. And with opening night, Brent, we'll get to see these players going full force.
This is huge. The difference between preseason and then ratcheting things up for an opening night. The butterflies are there, the excitement is there, the uniform smells better, the lights are a little bit brighter. So let's get it going.
Here's McCollum. Pulls up on the wing.
Like watching Randle get down, use that frame, and use those feet to move around defensively.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And that kind of projection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And the Pelicans with possession here. To the paint. And a nice finish on the layup.
So creative on offense. Randle getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
And one big difference for Randle now, his ability to finish with the right hand.
It's opened up a whole world of possibilities as teams just want him to go left. If he spins back and feels confident, he'll use that right hand to get a finish.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Nice,
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
The 3 drains the triple.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Rose against McCollum. Fournier, the pass to Rose. Up and over McCollum. He can't get it to go. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Pass to Williamson. Over Barrett.
JB Soriano. Nice, Zion.
On the assist by Ingram.
Well, if the defense is going to give up this kind of shot, they're challenging you to prove you can make that, and Zion showing you can't.
Now here's Barrett. Now Robinson. On the wing, Fournier. Covered by Ingram. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
A new lineup here for New York. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reddish. 4-3. Rebounded by New Orleans. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. They got their points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
McCollum against Walker. Shot to stop the run. Offensive board. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pelicans on top, leading by 5. quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Well, a lot of excitement around the Knicks under Coach Tom Thibodeau. All-star Julius Randle explains how he's made them better. Well, we knew how demanding Tibbs can be, Grant, but that personal touch, is that something new?
No question. I mean, it's a feature of coaches nowadays. He's learned at every stop and understands it can't be all business all the time.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Larry Nance. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's McCollum at the 1.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
C.J. McCollum continuing to be one of the most elite mid-range and creative scorers around 15 feet.
Now here's Walker. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
There's no question that Walker is a shoot-first guard. He really wants to score as often as he can.
New Orleans calls timeout. And for McCollum, taking more threes might be good for his longevity as well, Brent.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. He's such a gifted shooter, and there are ways to get him out to the three-point line where he's standing and gets in a great rhythm. I think you're going to see CJ raise that percentage.
Now here's McCollum, coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. Randle with a steal. Outside Barrett. 1:43 left in the second quarter. The fadeaway. Valanciunas with a rebound. New Orleans in the lead. Outside Jones. Into the lane. It's good.
Wow. And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here's Barrett. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Rose pass to Fournier. Drops in the 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to McCollum. 51 seconds left in the first half.
McCollum on the inside, driving in and not backing down. He got up there.
Outside Barrett. Back to Rose. Barrett with it. And here's Robinson. Valanciunas covering. Oh, they get a hand on it. McCollum with a steal. They break out 5-on-3. The offensive rebound. Done by Valanciunas.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Pelican substitution.
Si guys, ano mo dyan? Panas ito. 09. Para? Ay, 0955. 766. 8072.
Barrett finds Fournier. 11 seconds left to play in the half. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And so that brings the first half to a close. Pelicans ahead, leading by 9. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter. Right after.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie, a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And that'll...
And happy you can join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, C.J. McCollum. He's getting it done today.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Fournier, the 2. Barrett at the small forward. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. And the Knicks with the possession here after the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. The shot by Fournier, no good. And so it's New Orleans with it. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game.
There aren't many players that have come into the NBA as a consensus #1 pick like Zion Williamson did. Nobody was passing on this fella.
Here's Rose. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. With the putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, sometimes it's like a patient that's struggling to breathe. You just got to keep the play alive, and Robinson able to do that there.
Here's McCollum. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter. In that 2019 draft, Zion was prized that every team in the lottery was hoping to win, Grant.
And that added a lot of excitement to that night. I mean, when you've got a once-in-a-generation talent like Zion, the lottery becomes a major event.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And the Knicks making a change here. Noel's checked in. Now here's Fournier. Randall finds Barrett. And it's Randall with the assist.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Outside Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. No luck on that one. Fournier for 3. No good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Valanciunas. Here's McCollum. Rose grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third
Asa
quarter.
na itong kape? Sa kwarto? Asa na itong kape?
It's a 3. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Katong ginalutuan mo?
Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ingram against Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Basta wala ilan makuha na. Kaya wala nagkakape.
Noel down low. Valanciunas covering. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. They double Randall. Here's Barrett. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Brandon Ingram out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Jones in at the 3. The emphasis placed on athleticism is bigger than it's ever been. And that goes for all positions.
You're going to need athletes all over the floor, BA. And I think there's this trend to finding wing players or taller players who have the capability of being very good at a lot of things and not just specialists anymore. That's the way modern day rosters seem to be being built.
Now here's Ingram. Here's Williamson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Walker. No good that time. Oh, nice D from McCullum. From outside the arc. And no good. And New York the other way now. On the wing, Burks. It's Barrett on the wing, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You can count on R.J. Barrett to come at you night after night. He plays with a lot of determination. At some point, will lead a ball club.
At the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So for the Knicks, Julius Randle's checked in for Toppin. Fournier comes in for Burks. And Rose is subbed in for Walker.
Nice.
And Barrett drops them both. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Rose against McCullum. The ball's knocked loose. Shot from the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Randle outside. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
Randle's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
McCullum against Rose. McCullum, the pass to Valanciunas, and down it goes. 2 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, you'll be the first guy to make the bet.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Rose. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, blocked by Ingram.
Well, Brandon Ingram is so long, and that's what we could say to the ball. So long.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Pelicans.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for C.J. McCollum.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And so it's New York with it. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Count that one. So it's the Pelicans now. Now Ingram.
Let's spread out first.
I've been repping the apple since it was rotten. When you were golden, you can never be forgotten. They got a ring and you'll never